This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Joining us today is Jason Brewer as the Strategic Advisor at Fulcrum Metals. Thank you for your time, Jason. How are you?
I'm very good, Mark. Very good, and great to be here to talk about Fulcrum as well.
Well, indeed. Of course, we spoke to Ryan last week about that Sylvanite project they've taken on there now together with this and the other project that they have there. That means they've now got effectively access to 200 ounces of gold in the tailings, and we're just awaiting the testing on the technology there to see if they can actually make it commercial. But how are you feeling? Let's get your thoughts on this project.
Yeah, look, I think it was only a week before that they concluded the transaction which divested the uranium assets in Saskatchewan, and basically the cash and share-based consideration there of 3.3 plus a saving on exploration commitments of 3.25 million. So, they did very well with that. But what they did, which really surprised me from speaking with Ryan and Aidan, is move so quickly within the week and secure this project. It's less than 3 kilometers from the Tech Hughes project. Yeah. And basically it's the 4th largest gold mine that was producing in that Kirkland Lake gold camp. So it's a very smart, very quick transaction for them to conclude and really starts to build up their portfolio of tailings projects.
I mean, and what do you think of the technology that Xtract Process Solutions are working on? I mean, if you're maybe a bit closer to it than other people, and we've only sort of spoken to Ryan really on this project, and also William, who of course the CEO of Xtract there. But what's your opinion on it?
Look, I've been involved when I was a mining finance guy working for some of the big gold banks in Europe and Australia. I was involved in a number of tailings projects, and a lot of them use cyanide for the extraction of gold, which is clearly the main way of extracting the gold from these resources. In tailings projects, it can create an issue there, and we've seen a number of tailings dams failures, which can be quite catastrophic. This technology from Xtract doesn't use doesn't use cyanide. It's environmentally friendly. The thing that gives me comfort is that Ryan and Aidan have been speaking with Xtract for a number of years, and there's a fantastic relationship there. It's a proven technology. They've now got to apply it into these tailings deposits they've got. The big plus, though, which I don't think anybody's given any credit to, is the tie-up with Bechtel. Bechtel, one of the world's largest construction companies, multi-billion-dollar companies. And for Bechtel to get involved, they don't get involved in anything in a small way. They're obviously seeing the applications of this in gold and other commodities. So, I like what they've got. It's proprietary technology, and hopefully they can finalize that exclusivity up there in Ontario, in Canada. So, I think that technology is going to be something which really can very quickly become the norm in terms of how some of these resources are treated, are processed.
Okay. And if I was to get a sense from you, I mean, because talking to Ryan there, you can almost feel the perhaps enthusiasm or potential that he sees in really taking Fulcrum down this as a tailings business effectively, and perhaps taking over more tailings projects in Ontario. I think I can't remember the figure, but I want to say like almost $1 billion worth of gold sat in tailings just in Ontario. I need to check the number on that, but I think that was sort of around that number. What are you feeling about Fulcrum going down a purely kind of tailings operation route? It's very specific. We have to see some results, I think, from this initial testing that's going from Xtract there. But it could really, in my opinion, really transform that company, and they can effectively go around Ontario reprocessing tailings.
Absolutely. And there's a tremendous amount of tailings there, like you say. I've heard that number as well being bandied around from speaking with Ryan. Over $1 billion of inherent gold value in those resources. I like the energy that Ryan's got. I like the energy and that Aidan's got. I see this company as one going down this tailings route is actually smart with investors. There's been so many investors in the London markets that have been burnt through those pure gold exploration plays. There's no exploration risk here. There's resources already defined in many of these tailings dams. Already here between Tech Hughes and Sylvanite, you've got 200,000 ounces. Now, typically for an exploration company to prove up those, you've got big risk, clearly, but the time and the cost. Here, the two option agreements over both these projects, very well defined, both cash and shares over a number of years. It gives them great leverage to those resources. 200,000 ounces, Mark, is over $400 million worth of inherent gold value here. So it's a lot of gold in there. And with this technology, again, it's proven technology. So you've got quite a low risk gold company, which is fast emerging here. You don't have to go through a series of drill outs, of mapping and various surveys. They can move very quickly to build up a large portfolio in a very good jurisdiction. I told you last time, Mark, I used to work in Tailings up there. I've seen these tailings dams as I used to drive to work at one of the big Fulcrum Bridge, Kidd Creek mines. There's a lot of gold there which has been extracted already, but there's a tremendous amount of gold sitting in those tailing dams, which can now be effectively processed by this technology, which Xtract have developed, but also by an aggressive company like Fulcrum in consolidating a position up there. And very few other companies are doing that. So it's not quite a first mover, but they're moving pretty fast.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jason. It's good to get your thoughts on Fulcrum as being the strategic advisor there. So thank you very much for your time today. Jason Brewer, the strategic advisor at Fulcrum Metals.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciated the chance to talk. Cheers.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.